Today, we're going to build a charcuterie board, and we're just not going to throw it together. I'm going to let you know the amounts of meat and cheese I use per person, and also the recipes for some of the other items I'm putting on my board if I've made them, and I do have a few of those. So stick around, see how I put this together, and get those recipes from me. I am Chef Johnny, your ultimate beef-loving Texan, and today on this charcuterie board, it is going to be based around beef. So I've got some different beef products up here, show you each one of those, tell you what they are. But come in here close and let's see how I organize my board. I'm going to set this board up and it's going to be 8 to 10 people. And I've got 4 different meats we're going to go with, a few different cheeses. And so you can decide kind of what you want to feature. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to come on with some of my cheeses. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to take this blue cheese and I'm going to put it almost in the dead center of my tray, all right? Because I want that blue to be in the middle. You can see I've already sliced some of it off so we have some crumbles ready for people to go. And that strong cheese is going to go very good with our beef, and it's going to stand up to our beef. And the first beef we're going to use is a London broil. Guys, look at this. I got it sliced on the number 1. And sometimes with London broil or you do roast beef, you have to get them and slice them a little bit thicker so they stay together. But what I want to do is I actually want to roll these. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to roll it and I'm going to come right up in front of that blue cheese. Because this blue, and get a mild blue, don't get a real strong one. There's a lot of different ones out there that you can get, but try to find you a little bit milder blue cheese. All right, now I don't want to cover up my crumbles, and at the same time, I don't want just a straight line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll these up really good, all right? And I'm going to also stand some up just like that. So we get some nice little rolls out of this London broil. One thing, by stacking these this way, it gives us height up off our board so we don't have a flat board, because it's always nice to make your boards multi-dimensional. The next cheese I'm going to put on, and again, a stronger cheese to be able to stand up to beef, is Swiss is a nice one. So we can come in here with some slices of Swiss. I have a few other cheeses I'm going to share with you today. Don't know if you've ever tried them or not, but we're going to put them on here, and I bet you like them. Don't want it just there. Again, with the Swiss, I'm going to roll these. But after I roll them, we can do one. If we don't want people to go that far, remember, we can always come in, cut them in half. And I'm going to go right here by the handle with these. Let me finish rolling these up, get that stack done, and I'll show you the meat I've chosen to pair with my Swiss tonight. Now, the next meat I'm going on with is a nice pastrami. And again, there's all different ways you can lay these on the board, but these I'm just going to fold. Show off. Look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful pastrami. If you wanted to cut these pastramis in half, you could do that, extend their use a little bit further on this board. And one thing I'm doing is I got about a 1/4 pound of each meat. If I don't use it all, if I'm taking this somewhere, I will simply take this with me and replenish the board with what I had left. For my third cheese, I am going to go with a Chipotle Gouda. Put it right up front, let it overlap the board a little bit, and just overlap my pastrami a little bit also. That'll work great together. Then I'm going to come in with some summer sausage. This is an all beef summer sausage. Again, we have bold flavors, and we want to have something that will stand up to those bold flavors. Now, one thing I'm doing here is I am coming in with another white. Kind of kept my whites apart. This has blue on it. That helps a little bit. But this is a great, great cheese. It's got a little bite to it. It is a horseradish cheddar. And I'm going to leave those in strips. I think they look nice that way. That'll work good. Now, my next meat, my fourth and final meat, is going to be a bologna, a beef bologna. I'm going to come in and kind of stack it up on edge. Not everyone is, I love bologna, not everybody is, but I think this all beef bologna works great. I found a ring of it, and so I just put it on the slicer and sliced it up. But next going in is I've got some nice, just mini cucumbers. They're gonna add some nice green to my plate, so go up here with those. I have some black olives, and again, the savoriness, right? This is going to be a savory board with the beef on it. These stronger cheeses, olives, black olives will go good. My wife will be very happy. And also, I've got a few of these green olives that are stuffed with jalapenos. They're going to go on it very good also. Now, remember this, guys. This is my family tonight. We're having a little get-together here at the house. So I'm using my hands for them. Should I have gloves on? Yes. I know I'll hear comments on the video about that, but just remember, we do that. I have some skewers I made up earlier, and easy recipe I make these skewers with, but let's put those on here. And this is just a mozzarella cheese and basil and some little cherry tomatoes. And by stacking them, I'm getting some height on them, right? That's good to go. Trail mix, always good to have something chocolate coated, guys. And what I have here for a trail mix is, it's a mocha mix. So it's got a little coffee in there. I think it'll go great. Drop it in there. It's gonna give us some nice nuttiness. Separate container, guys. I am bringing along some goat cheese. I love goat cheese. And I believe goat cheese and figs are a match made in heaven. So fig preserves with goat cheese. I have some of my chipotle mayo. I made this up earlier. And what this is just the chipotle and adobo sauce. It's the adobo sauce stirred into your favorite mayo. Coarse ground mustard's always good. And of course, a nice Dijon mustard also. When planning a charcuterie board, I usually figure 2 to 3 ounces of meat per person. And on my cheeses, I usually figure about 2 ounces per person of sliced cheese, but then I add specialty cheeses to it. One thing that's always nice is I'll come in here and I'll do a little parm at the end, right? And I will just put it on there and put me some slivers across the board. Makes a nice little presentation. I'll come up in the front. I have some rosemary sprigs. Add again green to it. That looks good. Put one here in the back. Now again, auxiliary items. Your mustards. Get you some little enamel ramekins, right? They work great for that. Small serving bowl for my goat cheese. I have another tray that I'm going to use for all of my crackers. I have assorted crackers. And the thing that I have with it also is my pretzels. These pretzels are great. They're long. I did not tie them tight, so it's easy to pull one out. So you have pretzels on there. You have the crackers. Now remember, I told you I was going to share some recipes with you. I've already shared my chipotle mayo with you, but also my caprese skewers. What I do is, on these caprese skewers, is that I marinate my mozzarella balls in olive oil with Italian seasoning. Put that in there, add a little bit of salt to it, maybe a little bit of garlic and black pepper. Let that soak for 2 or 3 hours. You can even toss your tomatoes in there in the last part if you want to. So I put those on there, the mozzarella balls, the tomatoes, and a nice leaf of fresh basil. So very easy to make, but a beautiful, beautiful board that I think you can be proud to take anywhere that you go. Thanks for stopping by Chef Johnny's Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. I always do appreciate it. And if you would, tell your friends and family about us. Share us on your social media. Comment. We're trying to grow this channel. So guys, I need you to comment. I need thumbs up. I need thumbs down. Give me bad comments. I'll get on there and talk to you about them. Give me good comments. I like those even better. And I'll talk to you about those too. Always appreciate you being here. We're going to see y'all down the road on Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. So long, everybody.
How them boys